These videos aren't for children, obviously because it's Hasbro Tale. I never thought it would be possible to make an entire fandom turn on a character in only a short 8-episode period of time. Yeah, let's get this out of the bucket. I fucking hate this clown piece of shit on screen. I don't know how the fuck you can take such a decent premise for a character and then just fuck it up in a short period of time. But before that, let's go back. So, Charlie Morningstar, originally named Charlie Margin, is the Princess of Hell and the daughter of the devil, or as he goes by his government name, Lucifer Morningstar. And she was born in Hell, but Heaven, mainly a giant angel-like monster named Adam, as in Adam and Eve in the Bible, sends down an army of exorcists, including himself, to eradicate the demons in Hell due to overpopulation. So she opens up a hotel with the help of her girlfriend Vaggie and her various friends to help them get redeemed to heaven to lower the population, as well as have them leave heaven behind. And, well, leave hell behind, join heaven. Now, this is a decent idea for a premise and for a character. A naive soul who wants to help other souls, but Troy was never alive, so she doesn't understand the human psyche. And even though she doesn't understand the human psyche, she still wants to bring upon the idea of, do people really deserve to be in hell forever? And this is a good premise. But she is just fucking awful at it. Her various dumbass decisions, her just crying a lot. We'll get to this later into the video. But first off, people excusing Charlie with, oh, she has trauma. Yeah. Just like Angel does, and Alistair, and pretty much everyone here. First thing about Charlie is that people say she's boring, and I agree with this. Because, yeah, this is a good concept for a show, but Charlie as a character is just really bland and not really that compelling. Like, compared to Angel does and Alistair. Angel does has a soul owned by the V's, mainly a moth-like monster named Valentino, who is a pimp that originated from Florida, and now that he's in hell, is a all-powerful sex crime boss, and he and his partners torture Angel does day by day. So Angel does is on a mission to not only redeem himself, but take his soul back from the V's. Alistair was a New Orleans serial killer who has his soul owned by Rosie that he traded to her in life so he could escape being a weakling in death. But now that he is weakened, he wants to not only regain his soul, but also needs to learn to think with brains, not just brawn. That is an amazing premise for two kick-ass characters, and honestly, Angel should have been the main character instead. Her relationship with Vaggie is boring. I appreciate the fact that it's a healthy couple, because trust me, adult animation, that is hard to find. But it mainly boils down to Charlie being a dumbass, Vaggie having to take care of her, Vaggie doing everything for Charlie, never for herself. She literally just follows her around, pretty much has no mind of her own. And then we get to the dumbassery, which, goddamn. Okay, so Season 2, Emily tells Charlie that redemption is possible, although she brings no proof. And even though Vaggie and Angel does tell her not to do this shit, she invites the V's, who are their arch enemies. Mind you, one of them really tried to sexually abuse her in Season 1, and two of them literally gangbang her friend without his consent on a daily basis. And naturally, she has no fucking proof to show them, well, the whole time they're just shitting on the hotel and rage baiting. And in Season 1, after she found out what Angel Dust was going through, as well as Husk opened up to Angel about how he owes his soul to Alistair, she promises Angel and Husk that she wouldn't put them in harm's way ever again. Well, she has them humiliate themselves while being recorded in front of all of hell. Almost has them get fucking killed in a fucking angelic train with an angelic spirit on it that goes out of control at the Vox rage base and takes the brakes off. And then at the end of the episode, she realizes, oh wait, if I want to redeem my friends, I need to find out what their sins are. Which, you've been here for thousands of years. You've seen these sinners come down for years. And you never once fucking realized that in order to fix the issue of them being trapped in hell, you need to stop the issue that got them to hell in the first place. I know season 2 was a season that finally told us why they are in hell. Allison for being a cannibal, Ross for being a jealous serial killer, and Angel Dust for killing his dad. But still. And then she just does nothing the whole episode but acts like a dumbass and gets rage baited by the V's. And surprise, surprise, they slander her because, well, they're arch enemies and that's what arch enemies do. And then the way she treats Lucifer, god damn. Despite being the devil and the incarnation of evil supposedly, Lucifer Morningstar is one of the most complex, real feeling, grounded, and sympathetic characters in Hazbin Hotel. Despite being the devil, he was a generally good man that just wanted to help out humanity with his ideas. He granted them free will, however, because humans are twisted, they took his free will that he gave them, and they used it to cause chaos and destruction. Heaven blamed him for it, so as a result, they clipped his wings, turned him into a demon, and trapped him in hell forever, only allowing him to see the bad side of humanity, never the good. The one thing that kept him going in life was his precious daughter Charlie. Although Lilith, his wife, took Charlie away from him when she was a baby, so she doesn't have much memories of her dad, aside from being the leader of the throne. When Ymir began in adulthood, Lucifer does nothing but protect and fight for Charlie. So tell me why, when Lucifer stands up to Vox, Charlie over here cuts him out, kicks him out of the house, telling him that he fucked up everything. And again, people excuse with, oh, she's being prideful. My niggas, Lucifer is the embodiment of pride and the devil himself, and not even he acts like this. And again, Charlie is not the only character that is trapped in hell. Everyone here is trapped in hell and has been suffering just like she has. And Charlie gets leeway because she gets pardons for being the daughter of Lucifer. Lucifer himself has been trapped in hell since the beginning of literal time. And then she gets to an argument with Vaggie when Vaggie defends Lucifer, and then she doesn't apologize to her at all. They just sing a song, have sex, and then that's it. Finale. First of all, in this final episode defining the V's, Alistair, Husk, Nifty, and Cherry Bomb do all the fighting. Charlie just sits there and cries and gets rage baited. After singing about the power of hugs and kisses to defeat the rage baiter, Lucifer crawls out of the machine that was sucking up his blood to be used for energy. He is weak and sick. Charlie does nothing but gush at the power of friendship and serpentines in heaven while her dad sits there dying. And no, Lucifer appearing in the hotel in the last 5 minutes with no voice lines does not make up for all the torture he went through. Neither does Charlie giving Angel Dust a fucking sob story make up for the torture that he and Husk went through, especially since Angel Dust at the end of the season gets taken back to be the V's prisoner, now that he's been exposed. Change this character. I beg you to fucking change her. I like the idea behind her, but Whether it's the fan base excusing her shitty actions with, oh, she has trauma, even though literally all the other fucking characters are suffering the same fate as she is, one of which suffering it longer. Because I like her design, I like her voice, I love the concept of this character, and I thought she was fine in season 1. Now, she wasn't my favorite character ever, that's Alistair. But still, I like the idea and I think it could work. But man, bro, her writing has to change, dude. She can't be relying on Vaggie 24/7. She can't be crying to get her way. She can't be falling for the obvious evil shit ever. And she cannot keep on fucking up. I get she can have character flaws, but dude, that's not a reason to sit here and fucking waste time. We are halfway through this show, and she starts the same and ends the same. Meanwhile, Angel Dust and Alistair and Vox and Serpentius literally developed and became more fleshed out as the series goes on. I hope in season 3 she can be done justice, because I don't want to hate Charlie. I want to like her. Out of all the female characters, I think she, besides Vaggie and Lute, has the most potential, because I love the way she questions morality.